Hello my pyare bachcho and welcome back. I'm so happy to see you all here. We have another exam chapter to absolutely master together. So let's just jump right in.
So I know your exams are right around the corner. The pressure is on, right? But listen, bilkul tension nahi leni hai. You don't have to worry at all. Today we're going to break down a really funny but super important chapter, A Pair of Mustachios. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll get the story, the characters, and the deep themes so well that any question they throw at you will feel like a piece of cake.
Here's our simple game plan. First, we'll figure out this whole Moustache kachakkar. What's the big deal? Then we'll meet our two main fighters. After that, we'll watch their great mustache war unfold, see how pride costs more than paisa, and then, this is the important part, we'll uncover the deeper meaning. And finally, we'll practice some questions so you can score full marks. Simple, right? Let's do this.
Okay, so first things first. In this story, you have to understand, a mustache is not just, hair on your face. Nope, think of it more like a person's Instagram bio or their social media profile for the whole village to see. It tells everyone instantly who you are, what family you come from, and exactly how much respect you deserve. It's a public announcement of your class.
And look at how detailed this is. It's a whole system. Right at the top, you've got the big, fierce lion mustache for kings. Then comes the proud tiger mustache for the old rich landowners. Our moneylender, well, he has a goat mustache. And it goes all the way down. You've got styles for clerks, for coolies, and even for peasants. So in this world, everyone knew their place, and their mustache made sure nobody forgot it.
So, when there are so many rules about something as silly as a mustache, you just know a fight is about to break out, don't you? So let's meet the two main characters in our story. Think of it like a boxing match, but, with mustaches.
In this corner, we have Khan Azam Khan. He's from an old, noble family, blue blood. But here's the catch. He's completely broke now. All that's left is his massive pride and his grand tiger mustache. And in the other corner, we have Seth Ramanand. He's what you call nouveau riche. That just means he's new money. He's a very clever shopkeeper with a simple goat mustache.
So here he is, Khan Azam Khan. He walks around telling everyone he's descended from the great Mughal court. He looks very dignified, very proud, but he has no money, no land, absolutely nothing. The only thing he owns is the pride of his ancestors. And for him, that pride is literally everything. And this is our other contender, Seth Ramanand. Now this man is all business. He's practical, he's clever, he's a bit shrewd. He got rich by buying crops for cheap from poor farmers and selling them for high prices. He understands the language of money, not old, dusty family trees.
So, what starts this so-called Great Mustache War? You won't believe it. It all kicks off when Seth Ramanand simply twists the tip of his goat mustache upwards, just a little bit, making it look slightly like Khan's tiger mustache. That's it. One tiny action that leads to a massive, massive problem.
So one day, Khan Azam Khan walks into Ramanand's shop to pawn something. He sees the upturned mustache and he just loses it. He gets so furious and says this line, basically insulting Ramanand's entire class. For Khan, a simple shopkeeper trying to look like a nobleman is the biggest insult imaginable.
Now this is where you see Ramanand's genius. He doesn't get angry. He's a businessman. He follows the rule, the customer is always right. So he lowers one tip. But, and this is brilliant, he keeps the other tip up. And he tells Khan that to get that tip down, he'll need to bring in some more valuable business. What a move, right? This is where the story takes a very serious turn. Khan's pride is so huge, so fragile, that he just cannot bear to see that moneylender's mustache tip pointing up. He chooses his pride, his shan, over paisa, or money, and it becomes his total downfall. Just look at how this escalates. First, it was a nose ring. Okay, but then, to get that second tip of the mustache down, he brings in a priceless family necklace that's been in his family for generations. And in the end, Ramanand brilliantly traps him in a final deal, where Khan agrees to sell every single thing he owns, all for his mustache. This one sentence from Khan tells you everything you need to know. His pride has completely blinded him to common sense. He is literally willing to become a beggar, to have nothing left, just to protect the so-called honor of his tiger mustache. It's the perfect example of empty, foolish pride. So, Bachcho, do you think this story is really just about two guys fighting over facial hair? Of course not. The author Mulk Rajanand is a master storyteller and he's giving us a much, much deeper message. Now pay close attention because this part is super important for your exam answers.
Okay, so here are the key themes you need to remember. 1. The author is making fun of the old, rigid class system. He's satirizing it. 2. He's showing us that false, empty pride is no match for practical, smart business sense. And number 3, this is the big one. This story is about a huge social change happening in India. The old landlords were losing power and the new business class was taking over. The Moustaches, they're just powerful symbols of this big fight.
All right, theory part is done. Now for what really matters, how to score full marks. Let's quickly go through a couple of very common questions from this chapter. Are you ready? Okay, here's a classic question. Identify instances in the story that show the business acumen of Ramanand. Now, acumen is just a fancy word for being smart or sharp in business. So the question is asking, where do we see that Ramanand is a really clever businessman?
Here is a perfect way to answer this. First, point out that he's always polite to Khan, his customer. Second, mention his masterstroke of lowering only one mustache tip. That was genius. Third, explain how he keeps raising the stakes, demanding more and more expensive things. And finally, he makes Khan sign a legal document, sealing the deal. See? He completely outplays Khan at every single turn. Okay, question number 2. This one is about the theme. What is the main message the author conveys through the story? This is basically asking for that deeper meaning we were just talking about.
And here is your model answer. Just hit these 3 points. 1. The author is making fun of foolish pride and outdated traditions. 2. He's showing that in the new world, being smart and practical is more powerful than just having a famous last name. And 3. The story is a commentary on the changing Indian society. You write these 3 points, bachcho, and full marks are guaranteed.
So, to wrap it all up, what's the one big thing to take away from this? It's simple. A mustache is just hair. But the symbols we attach to things can make us do foolish things, even lose everything. True pride isn't in a symbol. It's in your wisdom, in your actions.
I really hope this quick rundown helped you feel more confident about this chapter. If it did, please do me a small favor and hit that like button, share it with your friends who might also need some help, and please subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means the world to me.
And before you go, don't forget to tell me in the comments which chapter you're struggling with and want me to cover next. I read every single comment. Chalo, that's it from me. Go study hard. All the very best for your exams. I know you're all gonna do great. Bye-bye.